I want to talk about grief today. Not the kind we're supposed to have, the kind we actually have. It's messier. It's more complicated than just mere sadness. Grief gives us an opportunity to turn toward the most tender parts within us and love and care for them at a time when it feels really hard to do that. I want to share something personal with you today. I lost someone recently, someone who was part of my inner circle, someone who knew all the reasons she could have chosen not to love me and loved me anyway. I'm not going to tell you her name. Some things belong to the heart, not the internet. What I will tell you is this. Now that she's left the body, I'm not grieving in one clean, orderly way. No one does. Grief is distinctly untidy. That's what parts work has taught me, and what grief keeps teaching me over and over again. We don't have a single unified response to loss. We have parts. At least 3 of them showed up for me in the wake of this loss. They showed up all at once, all equally real, none of them wrong. And today, I want to walk you through all 3 using the Notice, Name, Nurture framework. Because grief is not just for the therapy room. It's not for a counseling session. It's not for the darkest nights. It's for right here, right now, in the middle of your ordinary life that suddenly feels anything but ordinary. So, notice. The first part of me knows with a deep, settled, cellular knowing that my precious friend lives on in love. That love does not end at the body. I can speak to her and she hears me, but I can feel her in spirit and sense her presence the way you sense sunlight, even with your eyes closed. That part of me is not in denial. She's in truth. She's seen enough, felt enough, been shown enough to know that death is a threshold, not a wall. The second part of me holds the same knowing from a different angle. She's the one who picks up the thread of our relationship and keeps going. The one who says, I can still talk to her. I can still bring her to my heart. She's not pretending. She's practicing a love that doesn't require a body in order to be real. And then there's the third part. I call her spiritual little sister. She's the part of me who knew my friend as a spiritual big sister, someone to lean on when things got hard, someone who listened when my heart hurt, someone who showed up in the specific and irreplaceable way that only she could. The spiritual little sister doesn't care about theology, ontology, eschatology, or any other ology right now. She's not comforted by knowing. She's sad. She's lost. She's looking at the hard parts of life that are surely coming, because they do, and wondering how on earth she's supposed to walk through them without her person. I notice her. I sit down beside her. I let her be exactly as sad and lost as she is. I name her. She is the spiritual little sister, the one who leaned, the one who was held, the one who needs to know there is a way to live through this unexpected and most unwelcome change. And I nurture her. I turn toward her and I say, yes, sweet part of my soul. There is no one else who did the things the way she did. It will be hard to learn how to keep going without her physical presence. That is true. I'm not going to tell you that it's not going to be hard. And then I show her. I literally show her all of my helping spirits, my angels, my guides, my embodied friends who love me. I show her the fullness of what surrounds us. You're never alone, I tell her. We are never alone. She doesn't stop grieving when I say this, but she softens. She can breathe again. She lets herself be held by something larger than the loss. This is what parts work can offer grief. Not resolution, not a shortcut through the pain, not a reframe that makes it hurt less. It offers presence. It offers a way to turn toward every voice inside you, the one who knows, the one who trusts, and the one who's simply devastated. You can turn to each of them and say, there is room for all of you here. All of you belongs here. You were never too much, not even in grief, not even now. If you are sitting with loss right now, whether it's fresh or old, acknowledged or carried quietly, I see you. The Notice, Name, Nurture framework is not just a tool for anxiety or perfectionism or old wounds. It's for this too. It's for all of it. If this landed for you today, will you leave me a comment? Tell me about a part of you that showed up in grief. I read every single one. And if you're not subscribed yet, please do, because this is the kind of conversation we have here every single week. I'll see you next time, beloveds. Grace and peace.